In 2024, we've helped many businesses generate thousands of leads, bringing in results like $25,000 in the first 2 weeks, $65,000 generated in 7 weeks, all using social media and paid ads. And when it comes to content performance, another one of our clients went from 0 to over 4 million views achieved in 90 days. Here's the exact system we use to generate 15 to 30 qualified calls every single month for service-based businesses. So this could be agencies, this could be coaching businesses. So if that's you, stick around. And this is something that your competitors aren't even close to figuring out. So if you're running a service-based business and struggling to get consistent leads, it's probably one of these 3 reasons. You're probably relying only on referrals, which are unpredictable. You're probably throwing money on random ads without a system. And I know the word system gets thrown around a lot, so I'm going to explain that. And number 3, creating content that does not convert. And what do I mean by convert? Like, it does not explain to your audience what you actually sell and why should they even get it from you. And I'm going to show you how to fix all 3. First, I want to talk about why most businesses don't do well at social media. They treat it like a billboard, posting random graphics, they'll do occasional updates, and they'll think they're doing something and then they're active on the online space. But here's what you don't realize. If you've only been using social media and posting like graphics here and there, a couple of photos, the only thing that matters on social media is video content. And no, you can't just hack your way around by using graphics and turning those into videos. I mean actual video content that you use your phone to actually record, or a professional camera. And then after that, you need the editing and the planning, and that's video content. Because there are over 5 billion active users on social media. That's about 62% of the whole population. And these people enjoy videos. But here's the interesting thing though. You don't need all of them. You need the right ones to view your content. That's your demographic. Now let me talk about the 3-part method. Number 1, content creation. The biggest mistake I see is businesses trying to create broad content, trying to reach everybody. Stop doing that. If you only sell to a specific demographic of people, you only need to talk to those specific demographic of people. Because how you talk to a customer versus how you talk to the rest of the world will be 2 separate pieces of content. And yes, your engagement will definitely take a hit, but you have to make a decision. What do you want? Do you want actual business, or do you just want likes? And depending on what business you have, you can get both. And your target audience market is very big and they can afford your services, then yeah, you can have both. But if your target market audience is limited and they can only make around $1 million a year or something like that, then by logic, it's going to be small. So do exactly this instead. Create video content specifically targeting your ideal customer. Focus on solving their specific problem. Show behind the scenes of your work if this applies to you, and demonstrate your expertise through value-based content. Tell them something they didn't know. Because I have another data for you. 44% of consumers prefer learning about new services through short-form content, not billboards, not Google Ads, videos. Because videos, you can actually have a personality, you can show what you're like, you can show what you do, so it just speaks volumes compared to Google Ads or billboards, which is just an image or a text. Now let's move on to part 2, the lead generation engine. This is where most businesses just kind of like mess up, because they'll start just boosting random posts and they think they're doing this. And I've spoken to quite a bit of business owners, and this is something they actively do. They're like, okay, I need to advertise something, let me just click on this boost button. And of course, the meta platforms are super smart. Just by placing that shiny blue button over there on your face all the time, they just want you to click it. So here's what you need to do instead. You need to create separate campaigns targeting your ideal customer profile. You need to have a content library. This is content on your feed that validates your expertise. So if a prospect does find you from any source, so let's say ads, they find you from ads and they want to learn more about what you do, they can come to your page, see a bunch of videos, and this will validate on what you talk about or what your offer is. You also need a clear customer journey from first touching the ad to the booking. Running the ad and having them click on it, it is just step 1. Most people just think that's like step 5 and that's pretty much it. Now they'll send them to a website or just have them DM them or something. That is not the way to do it. Clicking on an ad, it is just step 1. You need to add 5 more steps in between to make sure you filter out all the people who would be time wasters. You're running ads, you're spending your money, might as well use it to get qualified people who are ready to buy your services. And another thing you need to know is when you do it the correct way, you're teaching the algorithm on what type of people you're trying to attract. So your ads get better over time as well. This is super important if you want to avoid people who are not ready to buy as of yet, and keep people who are ready to buy. The word we're looking for is intent. What is their intent? Are they high intent? Because when you start tracking intent, you start looking at certain numbers differently. After that, you need to create some automated systems to nurture lead. Now, this could mean something completely different for multiple other businesses. Let me show you a real example. William, one of our clients, generated $65,000 in 7 weeks using this exact system because we didn't just run ads, we built a whole system. And his scenario was so different because he has his game show, which started off as a B2B offer, which allowed businesses to be a part of his television game show, which basically makes physical locations around the United States into hubs to collect points. So basically his offer was he wants to sell to businesses and make them into hubs for customers to visit those specific restaurants to collect points. So it was a very good offer because these players that will be watching the series and wanting to win a $100,000 prize have to visit these stores in order to get points. So it was a good deal for restaurant owners. So we just needed to take that and make sure we communicate that message effectively. However, the point is, it was a new offer and it really needed content to explain who's it for and why should they use it in the first place. Let's talk about the conversion system. Now, getting leads is all fun, but if you're not converting them, then the leads are not useful at all. So you need a system that you can actually convert these leads. So this could mean either you use automations or you get notified and then immediately contact the lead. You need a clear qualification process, follow-up sequences that actually work, content that continues to nurture them. So the people who are not ready to buy already have bought. Your content is going to either nurture the leads who are not ready to buy and also still show your content to people who have already bought from you. And I'll sit one-on-one and listen to their sales process. And it clarifies a few questions. Not everything is a lead issue. They perhaps need better sales tactics, because if you're used to closing referrals at a rate of 80% close rate and then you install a ad system and you're closing cold leads at 20%, you're instantly going to jump towards the lead. This is a natural occurrence. This is something that will happen to you. Now, of course, 20% is low and this is something that you can of course improve on. And hey, most of the leads sometimes are not good. Most of the companies that generate leads, they just generate like bad leads. So the methodology I just explained to you, perhaps you can just let your marketing team, or you could do it yourself, just let them know to install these steps in between to filter out the leads. You don't want more leads, you want more qualified leads. That is the only thing that you want. So your content feeds your ads and your ads feeds your content. They both need to work together to get a consistent qualified lead flow. This is something you want to have built from scratch, completely done for you. We would love to help you out, and here's what you need to do next. Just click on the link below, book a free strategy call. We'll analyze your current setup and tell you exactly what needs to change. And we'll create a custom plan for you that will generate over 15 to 30 qualified calls every single month. Social media isn't just about posting content, it's about building a solid lead generating machine that works for you 24/7. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe to this video so you don't miss out on next week's upload, and also make sure to like this video. I'll see you in the next one.